no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. Let's shut the shit down. On these clowns, can I get a witness? Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. Let's shut the shit down. On these clowns, can I get a witness? Let's get down. 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 Down, 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 down. Hey, 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 yo. Let's get down, down, down. Circus in town, let's shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness? Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. Let's shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness? Witness, 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 witness. Circus in town, let's shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness? Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. Let's shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness? Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. Let's shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness? Let's get down to 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 business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. Let's shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness? Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. Let's shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness?
is how I like it. No time for no slow songs. Told you I'm hyperactive. Dance the night away, then we sleep all day. I don't care what they say. The music is calling. The melody's got a hold on me, just like a remedy. When the music is calling, calling, there's this feeling that comes over me, like I've broken free. When the music is calling me, calling. When the music is calling, the music is calling. Can you hear it? It's calling me, calling. The music is calling, the music is calling. Can you hear it? It's calling me, calling, 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 calling me, calling, 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 calling me. Calling when the music is calling, the music is calling. Can you hear it? It's calling me, calling. The music is calling, the music is calling. Can you hear it? It's calling me, calling. When the music is calling, the music is calling. Can you hear it? It's calling me, calling. The music is calling, the music is calling. Can you hear it? It's calling me.
kick.
cash. But ain't got time, I'm on my grind, I need that paper cash. I swear they not up on my level cash. I'm on my bike like some pedals, yeah, I'm hotter than the devil. But now I landed exactly how I planned it. I just don't understand it. I'm like the trend.
You gotta run.
It is my greatest hope that we can get this done, not just a year from now, but soon. We came extremely close. We now have a bill that's come out from the House, come out from the Senate. That's unprecedented. And if you look at the core components of that legislation, what you have is 30 million people who get coverage. Already invested in electronic IT, electronic medical records, things that can help make the system more efficient. So we have this enormous opportunity. But the way the rules work in the United States Senate, you've got to have 60 votes for everything. After the special election in Massachusetts, we now only have 59. We are calling on our Republican colleagues to get behind a serious health. White House since the founding of the Republic to list every visitor that comes into the White House online so that you can look it up. People know more about the inner workings of this White House, the meetings we have. We've excluded lobbyists from boards and commissions, but we also report on any lobbyist who meets with anybody who's part of our was on C-SPAN. Now, keep in mind, most of the action was in Congress. Already invested in electronic IT, electronic medical records, things that can help make the system more efficient. So we had this enormous opportunity, but the way the rules work in the United States Senate, you've got to have 60 votes for everything. After the special election in Massachusetts, we now only have 59. We are calling on our Republican colleagues to get behind a serious help.
Make some noise from the front to the back. Let me know where it's at. Make some noise.
see-through dress, long hair, light brown eyes, looking like Miss O.P. And a player note, if I take her home with the real big hips, you're so right, I'm gon' be so Post the chick with the real pretty face, nice curves on her with a little bitty waist. I whispered in her ear, little mama, what you bring? I know that you a freak, but you know I ain't gon' say shit. See, my game is outrageous. I got to the crib and exchanged some love faces, but it wasn't no need for me to rush the bus one, cause I wanted her to have an eruption.
Sensual seduction, so I can get a sensual seduction, so we can get a sensual seduction, sensual seduction, whoa, whoa, sensual seduction.
She might be with him, but she's thinking about me, me, me. We don't go to the mall, we don't go out to eat, eat, eat. All that we ever do is play in the sheets, sheets, sheets. Smoke us a cigarette, then go back to sleep, sleep, sleep. 'Cause we done got a sensual seduction, so I can get a sensual seduction, so we can get a sensual seduction, sensual seduction, whoa, 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 sensual seduction, sensual seduction, whoa.
The red lights, I'm watching the city sleep, trying to survive in the nightlife. Bad face, smiles, yeah, hard to believe. You walk from floor to floor, you try to follow your scene, but it's hard to believe. You try to hide what's supposed to be. Hard to believe. hard to believe. Fat face smiles, yeah, hard to believe. The red lights, I'm watching the city sleep, trying to survive in the nightlife. Bad face smiles, yeah, hard to believe. You walk from floor to floor, you try to follow your scenes, but it's hard to believe. You try to hide what's supposed to be.
I'm so on fire.